morning came without a sound, just another sky to face. I carried yesterday's questions across another day of grace. Some roads still had no answers, some prayers still filled the air, but the light kept finding my window, like God was meeting me there. I've learned that hope is often quiet. It doesn't always shout my name. Sometimes it simply wakes me up and asks me to believe again. Every dawn feels like a promise, written softly in the sky. Mercy always finds the morning before I even open my eyes. One more sunrise, one more chance, one more reason just to stand. If God still paints the morning sky, He still has tomorrow in His hands. One more sunrise, that's enough to know His grace is still alive. As long as heaven gives me morning, there's a purpose for my life. The mountains haven't disappeared, the road is still unknown, but fear doesn't lead my footsteps, because I never walk alone. I've seen too many faithful mornings to doubt His love today. The God who brought me through the night will never lose His way. The sun has never asked permission rise above the hills. Neither has God's faithful mercy or His unchanging will. One more sunrise, one more hope, one more page still left to write. Every morning is a reminder, darkness never wins the fight. One more sunrise, one more song, one more prayer I get to raise. As long as God keeps waking me, I'll keep giving Him my praise. The gravel road felt longer than it ever had before. Another day of chasing worries, another closing door. I dropped my head beside the steps and took a tired seat on the old front porch where Daddy said, "The Lord in peace will meet." The swing still sang its gentle song the way it always had. The evening breeze moved through the pines like conversations past. His Bible wasn't in his hands, his voice was gone with time. But somehow everything he taught was waiting there to find. The porch still waits for me when this old world won't let me be, where every prayer feels close to home and I don't have to stand alone. The sun goes down, his love stays near, the same God I've known through the years, no matter where these roads may lead. The porch still waits for me. I looked across the quiet fields where daylight kissed the sky. The burdens that I'd carried in didn't seem so heavy now. I finally bowed my head again the way I'd seen him do, not because life had become easy, but because I knew the truth. Some roads bring you farther, some roads bring you home. Grace has a way of finding hearts that thought they'd walked alone. The porch still waits for me when this old world won't let me be, where every prayer feels close to home and I don't have to stand alone. The years may pass, the house may change, his faithful love remains the same, no matter where these roads may lead. The porch still waits for me. The church doors open just like always. Morning light came through the glass. Every face looked just as familiar, but something felt different at last. Right there on the old oak bench hung a faded Sunday coat. Nobody touched it all that morning, no one even spoke. For 40 years he'd sit right there, hat beside his weathered hands, singing every single chorus like he helped the angels stand. He never preached a single sermon, never asked to lead a song, but if your faith was getting weaker, he somehow made it strong. Some folks leave behind a fortune, some leave words carved into stone. He left a worn-out coat on Sunday and a faith that still feels like home. The seat may now be empty, but heaven knows his name. Love keeps speaking softly long after we're gone away. A little boy looked at his grandpa, asked, "Why's nobody taking that?" He smiled before he answered and laid a gentle hand upon his back. Some things aren't meant for keeping, They're reminders while we stay that the ones who walk with Jesus never really walk away. Some folks leave behind a fortune, some leave words carved into stone. He left a worn-out coat on Sunday and showed us how to make heaven home. Now every time that choir starts singing, I still turn and look that way. That old coat isn't waiting for him, it's reminding us to stay. Some folks leave behind a fortune, some leave words carved into stone. He left a worn-out coat on Sunday and showed us how to make heaven home. Now every time the choir starts singing, I still turn and look that way. That old coat isn't waiting for him, it's reminding us to stay. Mama always sang the loudest from that old third wooden pew. Every Sunday, every season, no matter what we all went through. She never needed fancy words, just simple faith that carried on. Some folks still remember her long after she was gone. Mama's favorite hymn still echoes in my soul. When this world gets loud enough, it brings my heart back home. I can almost hear her voice rising with the morning wind. Lord, I still find peace today in Mama's favorite hymn. That little church has changed a little, fresh paint cover weathered walls. But every time the choir starts singing, I can still hear Mama's call. She taught us hope was more than talking. She lived every word she knew. And somehow every note she sang still helps me make it through. Mama's favorite hymn still echoes in my soul. When this world gets loud enough, it brings my heart back home. I can almost hear her voice rising with the morning wind. Lord, I still find peace today in Mama's favorite hymn. One day when my road is over and heaven calls my name, I hope I hear that old familiar song just like it never changed. Mama's favorite hymn will never fade away. It carried her through every storm, it still carries me today. If somebody asks me why my faith has always been, I'd simply smile and say it started with Mama's favorite hymn. I spent so many mornings trying to outrun tomorrow, holding every what if like it was mine to carry. Every answer I was chasing always slipped right through my hands. The harder that I held on, the less I'd understand. I thought peace would find me someday after everything was right, after every fear was gone, after every sleepless night. But grace was waiting quietly where I had never looked before, not outside the storm around me, but inside my heart, dear Lord. The day my worry got tired was the day I let God lead. I finally stopped caring what He never asked of me. Nothing changed about tomorrow. The mountain still stood high, but somehow all that fear grew smaller when I placed it in His hands. Now the morning feels much lighter, though the road is still unknown. I don't need to know each answer, just the one who's leading home. Every sunrise brings a mercy, every breath reminds me why God was never asking for perfection, only trust one day at a time. Peace didn't come from knowing what the future had in store. Peace came from finally believing God had walked that road before. The day my worry got tired, hope finally found my soul. I stopped trying to hold tomorrow and let my Father take control. Life still has its questions, but they don't steal my peace anymore, because the day my worry got tired, my faith grew strong enough to open one more door. I still don't know tomorrow, but I know who's already there. The hallway smelled of antiseptic, old coffee and 1,000 prayers, a faded Bible in my trembling hands, while silence filled the waiting chairs. He walked in slow, eyes to the floor, before he ever said a word. One little shake of his weary head was louder than anything I'd ever heard. The world kept turning outside that window, cars rolled by like nothing had changed, but mine stopped right there in that little room. Nothing would ever feel the same. Questions came like pouring rain. How could this be your perfect plan? Lord, I never thought my faith would be tested quite like that. When the doctor shook his head, heaven never looked away. When my hope hope was hanging by a thread, your mercy chose to stay. Fear stood right beside me, trying hard to steal my breath. But even in that hospital room, your love was stronger than death. Night after night beside that bed, I learned what faith was really for. Not to promise life without the pain, but strength I'd never known before. Some prayers were answered differently, some tears never left my eyes, but every morning you were faithful, like every single sunrise. I used to think that peace would come when every storm had reached its end. Now I know true peace is finding you right in the middle of the wind. When the doctor shook his head, I thought my whole world would fall apart, but you were already holding every broken piece of my heart. Fear may still come knocking, but it won't decide my story, because the darkest room I've ever seen was still filled with your glory. If you're sitting where I once sat, holding on with all you've got, don't watch the doctor's head. Lift your eyes to the one who never lowers his. The gravel road still knows my name, though years have come and gone. Mama's porch is weathered now, but the evening breeze lives on. That little church beyond the hill still rings a Sunday bell, and every time I hear that sound, my heart remembers well. The old wooden cross still stands right where my worries fall. I've searched this world for peace of mind, but mercy found me all alone. When my strength was running low, His faithful hands held mine. The old wooden cross still stands, and so does His love tonight. I've worn these boots through joy and tears, down roads I couldn't see. I've made mistakes I can't erase, but grace kept chasing me. And quiet prayer beneath the stars was all I had to give. And heaven answered softly with one more chance to live. The old wooden cross still stands right where my worries fall. I've searched this world for peace of mind, but mercy found me all along. When my strength was running low, His faithful hands held mine. The old wooden cross still stands, and so does His love tonight. One day these hands will lay to rest, these boots won't walk again, but I'll hear a sweeter welcome home beyond the river's bend. No fear will fill my heart that day, no shadows left to hide. The shepherd's voice will call my name, and lead me safely by. The old wooden cross still stands for every soul who calls. No road is ever far enough to outrun heaven's love. When the morning finally breaks, I'll see that golden light. The old wooden cross still stands, pointing my heart to Christ. The sun slips through these old lace curtains. Another day begins so slow. Coffee's warm inside my favorite mug, while the morning breeze begins to blow. My old Bible's open on the table, just where I left it yesterday, before this world can find me again. I hear those precious words that say, morning coffee and amazing grace, start my heart in the sweetest way. One warms these withered hands of mine, one keeps my soul from drifting away. I've chased this world enough to know nothing fills this empty place, so every morning starts the same, with coffee and amazing grace. I've worked these fields through every season, seen hard times come and slowly pass, but the peace I've found in quiet mornings is worth more than gold or cash. Every scar has told a story, every mile has changed its face. Still the sweetest sound I've ever known is amazing grace. Morning coffee and amazing grace, start my heart in the sweetest way. One warms these withered hands of mine, one keeps my soul from drifting away. I've chased this world enough to know nothing fills this empty place, so every morning starts the same, with coffee and amazing grace. These old hands can hold no cup, and my chair sits empty one day, I hope they smile remembering me, starting every dawn this way. Morning coffee and amazing grace, that's all this old heart needs today. One for these tired hands I carry, one for every step of faith, until I see those golden hills and meet my Savior face to face. I'll thank the Lord for every sunrise, every cup and amazing grace, every cup and amazing grace, every coffee and amazing grace. watch the years keep passing, like old fences down the road. Some dreams never found their season, some seeds were never sown. I wondered if the best was over, if I'd waited far too long, if the pages left before me could still become a song. I looked into the mirror and saw more silver than before. Lines that told 1,000 stories, written through the years, dear Lord. Then the morning softly whispered something I had never seen. God has never counted birthdays, only hearts that still believe. I didn't miss my chance. God still calls my name as long as He gives me one more dawn. My story can still change. The road is not behind me, there's still more grace to find. If God woke me up this morning, He still has plans for this life of mine. I've seen oak trees growing stronger long after storms have passed. I've watched broken fields become green when the springtime came at last. So I won't measure hope by numbers or by all the years gone by. The God who made tomorrow still paints every sunrise. Abraham was called in faith when many thought his time had gone. Moses didn't stop believing, though the journey still was long. The Lord has always loved to show that His timing stands apart. He doesn't look at fading years, He looks upon the heart. I didn't miss my chance. The author's still at work, every breath He gives today still carries endless worth. So I'll walk into tomorrow with faith instead of fear, because the God who wrote my story is still writing every year. As long as God keeps giving me tomorrow, my story isn't finished. My story isn't finished.
Came home late through the gravel road, with dust upon my shoes. The whole house slept beneath the dark, like it had nothing left to prove. But in the window, soft and low, a little light was shining on. And on the table by her chair, Mama's Bible still lay open. I stood there quiet in the doorway, too tired to even speak. The clock kept ticking on the wall, like it knew the shape of me. There was coffee in the old blue cup, and a note beside the page. Son, when the road gets hard to walk, remember where to place your faith. The kitchen light was still on, like mercy waiting in there. No choir, no Sunday morning song, just God inside the air. I didn't need a perfect prayer, words that sounded strong. I found my way back home that night, where where the kitchen light was on. I read the verse she underlined with hands that shook a little. Come to me, all heavy hearts, written right there in the middle. And for the first time in a while, I let my burdens fall. Not in a church with stained glass walls, but where love had held us all. The kitchen light was still on, like mercy waiting there. No choir, no Sunday morning song, just God inside the air. I didn't need a perfect prayer or words that sounded strong. I found my way back home that night, where the kitchen light was on. Some people find the Lord in thunder, some in hymns they used to know. But I found him in that quiet room, where grace moves soft and slow. The kitchen light is still on every time I lose my way, and that old Bible on the table still knows what I need to say. So when my heart feels far from home and the night feels long, I remember God was waiting there, where the kitchen light was on.
I spent the whole night wondering how tomorrow would unfold, carrying questions in my pocket like they weighed a heart of stone. Every road looked unfamiliar, every step was wrapped in fear. I thought I had to face the unknown, but I was never walking there alone. Morning found me on that highway with more prayers and certainty, trying hard to trust the silence when I couldn't clearly see. Then the sun broke through the branches like a whisper in the air. Before I ever reached tomorrow, God was already there. God was already there, waiting where I couldn't see, standing in the place I'd feared long before it frightened me. Every door, every mountain, every answer, every prayer, I never walked into tomorrow. God was already there. Now I smile at yesterday's worries. They don't carry quite the same weight, because I've learned that heaven's timing has never once arrived too late. Every chapter that seemed uncertain, every road that felt unfair, only taught my heart one simple truth: God was already there. The future never catches heaven, nothing takes my Father by surprise. Before my feet begin the journey, He's already on the other side. God was already there before the morning touched the sky, before the first step left the porch, before the first tear reached my eyes. So I don't have to fear tomorrow, or wonder how I'll make it there. The God who's walked with me this far will already be there. Tomorrow isn't waiting for God, He's already waiting for me. Some days you smile for everyone while carrying a heavy heart. You tell the world that you're alright, though you're falling apart. You wonder if the road you're on still leads somewhere at all. You keep on taking one more step when you feel too weak to walk. You've counted every sleepless night, every prayer that felt unheard, every dream you almost buried, every hope without a word. But the pages aren't finished yet, the story isn't through. God's still holding every line, He's still working in you. You're still being written, don't close the book too soon. The darkest night you've ever known can still give way to morning. The hand that made the mountains is holding yours tonight. You may not see tomorrow yet, but heaven sees the light. One day you'll look behind you at the road that made you strong. You'll thank the Lord for every place you thought you didn't belong. The tears you tried to hide away were never lost in vain. God has been planting stronger roots beneath your deepest pain. Hope doesn't always shout your name. Sometimes it softly stays, waiting for the heart that's tired to believe again.
You're still being written, every chapter has its place. Grace has never left your side, not even for a day.
So if your strength feels almost gone, just hold on one more night. The author hasn't finished yet, and he still writes with light. There was a light in my father's window every night when the day was done. He'd bow his head beside that old oak table and thank the Lord for everyone. No fancy words, no preacher's voice, just simple faith so true. Looking back, I finally understand. That's how heaven filled the room. Lord, let my life shine like that window, steady through the darkest night. When this world is cold and restless, help me be a little light. If someone finds their way because they saw your love in all I do, then I'll leave behind a light in the window that points every heart to you. Time has taken many good people. The old front porch stands all alone, but every lesson that they left me still feels like coming home. A worn-out Bible on the corner table, pages soft with years of prayer, reminds me every single morning grace has always met me there. Lord, let my life shine like that window, steady through the darkest night. When this world is cold and restless, help me be a little light. If someone finds their way because they saw your love in all I do, then I'll leave behind a light in the window that points every heart to you. One candle doesn't look like much until the sun goes down. One faithful heart can change another without making a sound. So keep me walking, keep me humble until my race is through. May the light they remember always lead them back to you. Lord, let my life shine like that window long after I am gone. May my children tell their children where my hope was all along. Not in riches, not in glory, but in mercy ever new. Leave a light inside my window that forever shines for you. I took the long way home tonight, past the fields and county line. The old white church was standing there, just like it had my whole life. That bell don't ring like it once did, most folks have moved away. But every time I pass that road, it calls my heart to pray. I thought about my daddy's hands folded when we'd bow our head. He never used a lot of words, just let his life be what he said. He worked from sun up until dark, never asked this world for much. He always said, when life gets hard, son, don't forget to trust. Lord, I'm just an ordinary man, trying to do the best I can. Some days I walk, some days I fall. I don't have all the answers after all. When this road gets hard to see, be the light in front of me. And when my journey here is through, lead me all the way home to you. I've buried friends I thought would stay, watch my children grow too fast. Seems every year goes by quicker than the one that came before the last. I've learned this life can change so fast, like summer turning into snow. That's why I hold a little tighter to the things that matter most. You don't always calm the storm, sometimes you calm the soul. And somehow that's enough for me to keep on walking home. Lord, I'm just an ordinary man, trying to do the best I can. You've been faithful all my days, even when I lost my way. When I cross that river wide, I know you'll be by my side. Until that day I'll carry on, walking that long way home. And every mile still leads me back to you. I almost turned around today before the road began. The weight upon these tired shoulders was more than I could stand. Every mile looked just the same, every sky was cold and gray. I couldn't see beyond the moment standing in my way. Then the morning wind reminded me, tomorrow has my name on it. God already knows the way. Before the sun begins to rise, He's already there waiting. So I won't let today decide what tomorrow's gonna be. Because the God who's writing mornings already thought of me. I've buried dreams beneath the dust, watched seasons come and go, but seeds don't bloom the day they're planted, only heaven knows. So I'll keep walking one more mile, though I cannot see the end. Faith has never asked for eyesight, only one more step again. The night can keep its darkness, the rain can have its day. Morning has a way of finding hearts that choose to keep their faith. Tomorrow has my name on it, not because I'm strong enough, but because the one who holds tomorrow never gives up. Every sunrise is a promise, every dawn a brand new start. The future isn't waiting somewhere, it's already in God's heart. I stood there with my suitcase, dreams folded in my hands, certain that tomorrow would unfold just as I'd planned. But every road I wanted seemed to disappear from sight. I couldn't understand it through the tears that filled my eyes. I prayed for one more answer, one more chance to make it through, but heaven stayed so quiet, like it knew what I could not do. Every door I reached for never opened wide. I called it disappointment, God called it my guiding hand. When God closed that door, He wasn't closing hope. He was gently turning my footsteps toward a better road. I couldn't see tomorrow, standing where I stood. Looking back, I finally understand. He closed that door because He could see what I never could. Now I pass that old place without a single regret. The life I thought I'd wanted wasn't meant for me just yet. Some blessings wear disguises, some answers take their time. Sometimes mercy sounds like silence until the reasons finally shine. If you're standing in the hallway wondering what comes next, don't mistake a closed door for the ending of your steps. The shepherd knows the mountain long before we climb. He never leaves His children walking there alone. When God closed that door, He opened something new. Not the life that I imagined, but the one He always knew. Today I thank the Father for every answer I once feared, because the greatest blessings often start the moment one more door disappears. Some doors are closed so better ones can open. So better ones can open. The morning came without a sound, just another sky to face. I carried yesterday's questions across another day of grace. Some roads still had no answers, some prayers still filled the air, but the light kept finding my window, like God was meeting me there. I've learned that hope is often quiet. It doesn't always shout my name. Sometimes it simply wakes me up and asks me to believe again. Every dawn feels like a promise written softly in the sky. Mercy always finds the morning before I even open my eyes. One more sunrise, one more chance, one more reason just to stand. If God still paints the morning sky, He still has tomorrow in His hands. one more sunrise, that's enough to know His grace is still alive. As long as heaven gives me morning, there's a purpose for my life. The mountains haven't disappeared, the road is still unknown, but fear doesn't lead my footsteps, because I never walk alone. I've seen too many faithful mornings to doubt His love today. The God who brought me through the night will never lose His way. The sun has never asked permission to rise above the hills. Neither has God's faithful mercy or His unchanging will. One more sunrise, one more hope, one more page still left to write. Every morning is a reminder, darkness never wins the fight. One more sunrise, one more song, one more prayer I get to raise. As long as God keeps waking me, I'll keep giving Him my praise. Every morning just past sunrise, before the coffee touched her lips, she'd pull that old chair to the window where the morning light would rest. Pages worn by faithful hands, corners bent from years gone by. She never hurried through a verse, she let each promise fill her life. As a boy I'd watch her quietly, wondering what she always found. Looking out across the fields, then back to words without a sound. She never preached a single sermon, never tried to prove a thing. She simply lived what she believed every ordinary day. The Bible by the window, where the morning light would fall, is still the brightest place I know. Inside that little home, those pages taught my mother's heart before they ever taught mine. Now every sunrise brings me back to the Bible by the window. The chair is empty now. The house has grown so still. But when the morning finds that room, it feels like she is with me still. Sometimes I open to the Psalms, sometimes to words in red, and I can almost hear her voice in every verse I read. Faith doesn't always thunder. Sometimes it softly grows. One quiet morning at a time, where only heaven knows. The Bible by the window still catches morning light, and every page reminds my soul that God has stayed beside me. My mother left no riches here, no treasures made of gold. She left the word beside the light for every heart to hold.